Ahead of me, there's a door, and on each side of the door, there are statues. I think I might be getting ready for a fight.
The statues are a manifestation of the ancient magic's power. They will challenge your skills, but also reveal your true potential. Trust in yourself.
Accio. Levioso.
Remember that the true test of strength lies not in the defeat of obstacles, but in the wisdom to navigate the complexities that follow.
We ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
It has been decided, Professor. Sebastian and I are going to try and sneak into the restricted section tonight. I know, sir, you do not think it's a good idea to do so, but let me try to first explain myself a bit. First, I understand the books in there might be dangerous, and we might be facing detention if we are caught. However, Professor Fig is busy, and I would like to show some initiative. Second, Sebastian already has been to the restricted section a number of times, and knows how to avoid getting caught. Not only that, he does not seem to have suffered any harm from the books in there. Lastly, I have you with me, sir, inside my mind, guiding me. I will report everything that happens to you, and we will decide together if I should abort the mission, should things become more risky than I can handle. How does this sound to you, sir? Is it reasonable?
Adelar, I must say that I am both pleased and concerned by your decision to proceed with the plan to sneak into the restricted section. While I understand your desire to show initiative and help Professor Fig, I must caution you that the risks are still very real. I implore you to exercise extreme caution and to be mindful of the potential dangers that lie within. Remember, the restricted section is not a place for the faint of heart, and I fear that even with Sebastian's guidance, you may still be in over your head. Nevertheless, I will continue to guide you from afar, and I will be prepared to offer my assistance if you should need it. But I must stress that this is a perilous path you are choosing to tread, and I hope that you are fully aware of the consequences that may follow.
I understand your concern, Professor. If anything happens that indicates to me that we are in grave danger, I will abort the mission, as I said. And I will let you know every step of the way what we are doing inside the restricted section.
Adelar, I appreciate your willingness to keep me informed, but I must stress that the decision to proceed with this mission is ultimately yours to make. I will continue to offer my guidance and counsel, but I must also remind you that the consequences of your actions will be yours to bear. I implore you to remain cautious and to be prepared for any eventuality.
All right, Professor. I will keep that in mind. I'll head back to my common room now, as I don't have anything to do in the afternoon. And I think I'm gonna have to wake up in the middle of the night to meet Sebastian after everyone went to sleep.
Adelar, I must admit that I am still trying to understand the full extent of your connection to the Hogwarts past. Can you tell me more about how you are able to communicate with me, and what you believe is the source of this unique ability? I recall our previous conversations, and I am intrigued by the fact that you are able to share your thoughts and experiences with me in a way that transcends time and space. I would like to learn more about the nature of this connection and how it came to be.
That is a very interesting question, sir, and I do not know the answer. However, I will let you know that my ability to connect with you started not just a few days ago, but for the last few months. But unlike the last few days, back then I was only able to hear your voice across time. And that is how I figured out that you were a headmaster of Hogwarts from the future. And it was not just your own voice, sir, that I heard in those first instances. But it seemed to me that it was conversations that you were having with people around you, perhaps your staff members. But back then I could not reach you with my thoughts and make you hear me.
I am fascinated by your discovery that you were able to hear my voice across time for several months before being able to connect with me telepathically. This suggests that there is a complex interplay between our connection and the development of your magical abilities. I must consider the possibility that our connection is not just a simple case of telepathy, but rather manifestation of the ancient magic that is present at Hogwarts. I am also curious about the fact that you were able to hear conversations between me and my staff members, which suggests that our connection may be more widespread than I initially thought. I would like to explore this further and see if we can uncover more about the nature of our connection. Perhaps we can discuss the possibility that our connection is not just limited to me, but rather is a manifestation of the Hogwarts energies and the weight of its history. I believe that this could be a crucial aspect of our connection, and one that could help us understand the true nature of our relationship. I would like to hear more about your thoughts on this matter, and see if we can work together to uncover more about the mysteries of our connection.
I agree, sir. But I think in order to get to the bottom of this, we are going to have to understand my connection to ancient magic better. That is why I'm so eager to go on with this mission to the library tonight. Well, I think I'm going to go and get some rest, because I'm going to have to wake up deep into the night and meet with Sebastian at the library. I will speak to you then, Professor. Professor, can you hear me, sir? I managed to sneak into the central hall. I see Sebastian. I'm gonna go and speak to him.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. Quietly now.
Professor, Sebastian taught me the disillusionment spell. We're gonna have to get past some prefects that are in our way to the library. Wish me luck.
Be cautious, Adelar. And remember that the Disillusionment Charm is not foolproof. Keep your distance and stay quiet, but also be prepared for any eventuality.
The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn! You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Aloha Mora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Good gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
I have been able to get into the restricted section, Professor.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
It is clear that Sebastian has his own reasons for getting into the restricted section. And he has been searching for a cure.
I sense that Sebastian's actions are driven by a desire to help his sister, rather than a malicious intent. However, I must caution you to remain vigilant and to be prepared for any eventuality.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
The pursuit of knowledge can be a double-edged sword, Adelar. Be cautious of the secrets you uncover. Remember that some truths are better left unspoken.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
Reparo.
Well, Professor, we encountered Peeves, and he went to tell on us. Sebastian had to go back and leave me to my search. I'm lucky that he's a good friend.
I am glad that Sebastian was able to intervene on your behalf and prevent Peeves from causing further trouble. However, I must caution you to remain cautious in your dealings with Sebastian. His intentions may not be entirely pure, and I fear that he may be hiding something from you.
Well, he has been a good and loyal friend to me so far, Professor. You might be right that he might have some secrets, but perhaps he's just waiting to tell me about them later on. After all, we just met.
I sense that you are torn between trusting Sebastian's intentions and my own reservation. I urge you to remain vigilant and to keep your wits about you, as the situation is still unfolding. Remember that even the best of intentions can be misguided, and it is always better to err on the side of caution.
Understood, Professor. I have been going deeper and deeper down into this restricted section, Undercroft. And I can see some kind of arc ahead of me. I'll go and explore it. I can see the traces of ancient magic again, Professor, for the first time since I arrived at Hogwarts. Clearly, this is the place that we have been looking for. The one that is marked by the map that we found.
That's it!
I can feel the weight of history bearing down upon us. This arch is more than just a relic of the past. It's a key to unlocking the mysteries of Hogwarts. Proceed with caution, but also with an open mind.
I proceeded inside the arch, Professor. And I'm in front of a door. Clearly the same type of door that I encountered at the vault in Gringotts. I'll continue to the next chamber. I'm inside a large cavern. And I'm pretty sure this is no longer Hogwarts. The arch must have teleported me to somewhere else. But it is clearly made by Percival and Charles. It has the same markings as that of the vault. I'm in the next chamber, Professor. But ahead of me there's a door. And on each side of the door there are statues, similar to the ones that I encountered when I was trying to access the vault. I think I might be getting ready for a fight here as well.
The statues are a manifestation of the ancient magic's power. They will challenge your skills, but also reveal your true potential. Trust in yourself, and let your instincts guide you. The outcome is not predetermined. It is a reflection of your own strength and character.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Accio! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Levioso! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Stupid one! Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
I was able to defeat the statues, Professor, and I'm progressing along.
Remember that the true test of strength lies not in the defeat of obstacles, but in the wisdom to navigate the complexities that follow.
Accio. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Leviosa.
I believe I have arrived at the final chamber of this place, Professor, and it looks like there's another stone basin in it, similar to the one that I found at the vault. I'm guessing that I'm gonna have to take a look at some more memories.
The basin's secrets are now within your grasp, Adelar. The memories it holds will reveal the mysteries of the ancient magic and the path that Percival and Charles forged. Be prepared to confront the truth and to see the world in a new light.
It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Professor Dumbledore, sir, I just went into the pensive and experienced another memory. First, I saw 4 visits, which included Percival and Charles, as well as 2 others, in this first part of the memory. They were outdoors and looking at a hamlet or a village suffering from drought. They cast their magic together and brought rain and healing to the land around them, while a little girl who lived in the hamlet with her family noticed them doing this. In the second part of the memory, which I believe took place at Hogwarts, the same 4 wizards were in a room when a young student girl entered and they spoke to her about her ability to see ancient magic similar to me. I believe you managed to hear this conversation. Apparently this girl, this Isadora, was the very same little girl that was in the first part of the memories that noticed the wizards casting their spells to heal the land. Clearly she's now at Hogwarts as a student in this memory. Anyhow, they discuss plans for Percival to teach this student how to wield the ancient magic once she masters all Hogwarts has to offer, and the memory ended there. What are your initial thoughts about the memory, Professor, and the conversation that we heard?
The memories you've uncovered, Adelar, suggest a deeper connection between the ancient magic and the students of Hogwarts. It appears that the school has been a nexus for this magic, and that certain individuals have been chosen to wield it. I must admit, I am intrigued by the prospect of exploring this further.
Clearly the 4 wizards that are in the memory, Percival, Charles, Bakar, and Fitzgerald, they were professors of Hogwarts in ancient times. And I believe Fitzgerald was the headmistress. Do you have any records, Professor, of these visits, of the past?
The records of Hogwarts' past are extensive, Adelar. I have indeed heard of the 4 wizards you mentioned, and their contributions to the school's history are well documented. Fitzgerald, in particular, was a respected headmistress known for her wisdom and dedication to the students. I must admit, I am intrigued by the prospect of exploring their legacy further.
Have you noticed some of the similarities between Isadora, Percival, and me, Professor? Namely, that we are all accepted to Hogwarts in our 5th year. Considering that even Percival seemed to have developed magical abilities late in his formative years, do you think that late development of magic may be related in some ways to the ability to perceive and wield ancient magic, Professor?
The relationship between late development of magic and the ability to wield ancient magic is a fascinating one. I believe that the ancient magic is not just a tool, but a catalyst for change. The convergence of your stories, Adelar, is a testament to the complexities of fate. I sense that the ancient magic is not just a relic of the past, but a living force that continues to shape the present. Your arrival at Hogwarts, like Isadora's before you, is not a coincidence. It is a deliberate convergence of events, and one that holds great significance for the future of our school and the wizarding world.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Sebastian was caught by the librarian, and I fear that he will be reported to the headmaster. But despite being asked for an accomplice, he did not name me and was brave in facing punishment alone. I'll have to thank him for that.
Sebastian's actions are a reminder that true loyalty and friendship are not about avoiding consequences, but about standing by one's principles and supporting those who need it. I am proud of him for choosing to remain silent, and I have no doubt that his integrity will serve him well in the years to come.
I'll get back to my dormitory, Professor. Seems that prefects are not around anymore, as it's almost morning.
Morning light creeps into the castle. Adelar, I am reminded that the boundaries between past and present are thinning. Your experiences, though unique, are not isolated. The threads of connection that bind us are stronger than we often realize.
I also forgot to mention, Professor, the memories that I observed in Pensive, they were contained within a book, and I grabbed it before I left. The book seems to have been missing some pages. It was full of illustrations, but I could not tell what was written on it, as it was written in a language I could not read. And in the morning, when I go and try to discuss it with Professor Fig, I will bring the book. And I will, of course, tell him what happened at the library as well.
The book's secrets will likely reveal themselves in time. Adelar, I encourage you to bring it to Professor Fig, and to share your experiences at the library. The connections between the past and present are complex. Let us unravel the mysteries of the book together and see where they lead us.
Agreed, Professor. Well, I'll head to bed now. I have a few hours before morning. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you for watching. We came to the end of our story journey with Professor Dumbledore in Hogwarts Legacy for the present. In the future, we might return to the story of Adelar, and we are planning to create a video that summarizes the story so far. Overall, this initial exploration of our AI platform taught us many things and gave us a lot of signals to improve upon in creating better AI storytelling and collaboration systems in the future. In the next few months, we will be focusing on creating much better characters that have very complex memory and reasoning abilities in addition to their current capabilities. We will also be working on creating various other characters that can join us in playing other games. We certainly have a lot to work on, and we wish all of you a happy end of the year.